Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. Twitter has banned around 125,000 accounts linked to Islamic State. But activists from the anonymous hackers group, which targets the feeds of ISIL supporters, claim that their accounts have also been suspended. We spoke to one of them, although he asked for his voice to be disguised.
In the last about 2 months, we've had literally dozens of accounts suspended. My account went down without notification. Never received an email or anything from Twitter, and about 2 hours later it came back. But at the same time, 15 other accounts went down. Had a few accounts that did receive an email. All it stated was that they violated the TAUs. Other accounts received no notification. There's still many accounts that have been suspended and not reinstated.
The ban comes amid Twitter strengthening its rules on online harassment. We asked the company to comment on the suspension of the accounts.
We condemn the use of Twitter to promote terrorism, and the Twitter rules make it clear that this type of behavior or any violent threat is not permitted on our service.
The anonymous activists also accused Twitter of not taking into account their work in helping to ID and suspend ISIL-linked accounts. They also add that if it wasn't for their efforts, Twitter would be flooded with terrorists. Previously, the hackers group had declared war on Islamic State.
Anonymous will hunt you, Islamic State, all across the world. You are parasites that kill the innocent. We will find you and will never let you go. Get ready for a massive blowback from Anonymous and numerous cyber attacks. The war has started. Beware.
The anonymous activist we spoke to says the ongoing fight against Islamic State is making the terrorists lose significant ground online.
Literally, thousands of accounts are going down. And it used to be that the accounts were coming right back. I can see now that in the end, more accounts aren't coming back, and we are actually slowing them down. The size of the accounts have shrunken, and I think they're losing grip on what they're doing. Their online activity has actually went down. They're not as active and as fierce as they used to be. The fight that we are fighting right now on Twitter is focusing on removing graphic content from Islamic State terrorists, so our children don't have to see it.
All right, turning 20 past the hour here in the Russian capital. It was billed as a concert of a renowned harpsichord player in the German city of Cologne. It won't be remembered for its music, but rather the heckles of the audience. And local media suspects the protests had little to do with the performance itself.
I started the piece, which is not overly modern, and within about 2 minutes, the whole descended into what I can only describe as chaos. And after I interrupted the piece, there were a few jeers, if you like, for me to speak in German. Everyone has made a lot of assumptions, and a lot of nonsense has been written in the media about this. There were people wondering whether it was a matter of my ethnicity. I think this kind of insinuation that, you know, Germans are racist, or they use this as an anti-refugee thing, I find these insinuations highly tacky and tasteless, and they have no basis in the reality that I've experienced.